Most people think seniors mainly need care, medication, doctor appointments, safety, or help with everyday tasks. And of course, all of those things matter. But there's another emotional need that people often completely underestimate: the need to feel genuinely heard, not rushed through a conversation, not half listened to while someone checks notifications or thinks about the next thing they need to do. What many older adults truly miss is emotional presence. Someone slowing down enough to really listen. Someone showing curiosity instead of simply exchanging information. And something remarkable often happens when seniors experience that kind of attention. Sometimes after one meaningful conversation, a parent sounds completely different, more engaged, more emotionally alive, more connected to the world around them. The reason this happens goes much deeper than most people realize. Human beings are emotionally shaped by attention. At every age, people need to feel that their thoughts matter to somebody else, that their memories matter, that somebody genuinely cares about what's happening inside their mind and emotional world. But many seniors slowly stop experiencing that feeling regularly. Modern life moves fast. People multitask constantly. Communication becomes practical and fragmented. Conversations often revolve around schedules, medication, appointments, groceries, or responsibilities. Necessary conversations, of course, but not always emotionally meaningful ones. And over time, many older adults quietly stop expecting people to ask deeper questions. Questions like, what's been on your mind lately? What memories do you still think about often? What part of your life shaped you the most? Those kinds of questions create a very different emotional experience because they communicate interest in the person, not just concern about the situation. And that difference matters enormously. Many seniors spend time around people occasionally while still feeling emotionally invisible. That's one of the hidden emotional realities of aging. Isolation often begins emotionally, long before it becomes physical. And when somebody finally listens with patience and genuine curiosity, the emotional effect can feel surprisingly powerful. Because deep listening communicates something without directly saying it. It says, your voice still matters. Your experiences still matter. You still matter. For many older adults, hearing that emotionally, even indirectly, becomes incredibly important later in life. Especially because so many seniors carry entire worlds inside them that rarely get explored deeply anymore. Decades of memories, life lessons, funny stories, or observations about people and life. A lot of older adults are carrying emotional depth that simply doesn't get enough space anymore in modern conversations. And when somebody finally creates that space, people often become mentally and emotionally energized naturally. You can see the brain becoming more active in real time. Memories become vivid, details return. The person starts emotionally reconnecting with parts of life that still mean something deeply to them. This is why meaningful listening is about much more than politeness. It creates emotional stimulation, mental engagement and connection, identity reinforcement. And the short-term effects can appear surprisingly quickly. A meaningful conversation can improve mood almost immediately. It can reduce emotional tension and bring warmth and energy back into the day. Families often notice that parents become more open after conversations where they truly felt heard. Sometimes they begin sharing stories they hadn't talked about in years. Sometimes humor returns. Sometimes curiosity returns too. Because emotional attention creates emotional movement. And over time, those conversations can have important long-term effects as well. Regular, meaningful interaction may help seniors remain more emotionally expressive, socially confident, and mentally stimulated, and psychologically connected to life around them. Especially when conversations include reflection, storytelling, emotional honesty, or genuine curiosity. Human beings never stop needing emotional connection. If anything, the need often becomes deeper with age. At DailyMindSparkle, this understanding is part of the emotional foundation behind the entire service. The goal isn't simply filling time or creating distraction.
It's helping seniors feel emotionally visible again through meaningful human connection and conversations that make them feel heard, valued, and mentally engaged. And interestingly, deep listening often changes both people in the conversation. Adult children sometimes discover emotional depth in their parents they had never fully seen before. A parent stops feeling like only mom or dad. They become visible again as a complete human being, someone who struggled, loved deeply, or sacrificed quietly. Those discoveries can completely change people emotionally, because meaningful listening creates intimacy in a very human way, not through advice, not through solving problems, but through presence and attention. That's why seniors often light up when somebody truly listens, not because they suddenly became different people, but because for a moment they stop feeling emotionally invisible. And maybe one of the most important truths about human connection is this: people rarely remember every word from a conversation, but they almost always remember how it felt to be truly heard.